Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unknown Hosts. This is a special episode.
It's crazy.
We're in the same room, which doesn't
Same
happen
ever. Like I don't think the last time Ross and I were in the same room is at least 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, like
At
very least.
At least.
It's been
Oh
a
my
long
gosh.
time.
Yeah. So how's it going, everybody? Welcome.
Mm-hmm. And you may ask, what is this occasion?
Yeah.
Why are we here?
It's very important.
Yeah. So as you may be aware, we've got TwitchCon coming up.
TwitchCon hype.
So we're finally doing it. We've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah. Since April.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Since they announced it and we bought our tickets the day they released. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much yes. We're gonna learn to be better streamers, right? Like,
I
that's the
guess.
goal.
Is that
We're gonna come back and we're gonna be pros.
Yeah, we're going to be constantly like shilling you for things and like
Yeah.
asking for
Yep.
donations and
Yep.
subscriptions, and it's going to
Throwing
be a whole
up-
different show.
Throwing up all kinds of alerts and stuff. We'll have music. It'll be weird.
You can expect all the things that you've been getting, but for money now.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start a Patreon or something. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
just jump on the whole bandwagon.
But yeah, it should be cool. I don't know. What are you excited about? Like maybe aside from just like seminar or like whatever panels.
Yeah.
What are you excited
So
about?
aside from the panels,
Yeah.
mostly just meeting people. Like I watch a lot more Twitch than you
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Like, but I've met a lot of people on streams. I've met a lot of people in chats, and so there's a strong not following, but a strong group of people that I'm gonna be seeing face to face for the first time like ever. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shake some hands, hugs. I'm sure I'll get some hugs. I don't know. That's gonna be weird. Hugging strangers that kind of aren't strangers, but they're totally strangers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They're they're ideas rather
Right.
than people.
Exactly.
In a way.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Concepts until you see them and they exist. There you go.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly like looking forward to some of the things that people bring to it, because like publishers and like hardware vendors and stuff are gonna be like, all right, we need to push
goodies.
Yeah, push all this
Goodies.
cool stuff so that the streamers, the people who everybody's watching on here,
Right.
will go out and then tell their fans about it.
Yeah.
So like I know Valve and HTC's VR is gonna be there.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I hope the line's not just
Yeah.
like hours, because we
It
can't
will
really
be.
do that probably. But like I still haven't played anything on VR.
Yeah.
My brother's got the Oculus Rift dev kit too, but
Oh, right.
I just haven't
Has
done
he
it.
has he done any development for it or anything?
No development,
No,
just
testing with it.
yeah, downloading demos and
Cool.
stuff. There are a lot of cool
Yeah,
trials.
VR will be cool. I forgot what you were saying. You were saying something else that I was gonna comment on, and then we.
I ruined it. I talked too much.
We passed it,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the Twitch, I don't know what to call it. Their flagship, like the beginning speech, their intro.
Yeah.
They called it something specific.
Yeah,
It's on the schedule.
I'm gonna call it the opening
There
ceremony,
you go.
which is not what it's
It's
called.
not what it's called, but their
But-
opening ceremony, they've kind of teased that they're going to be announcing new stuff, new features. I don't know if it's maybe HTML5
HTML5 video.
That would be the most likely scenario that they would talk about. But
Yeah, I don't know what
maybe
else-
some random thing hidden up their sleeve.
Yeah.
They did post a blog about VOD playlists. So like while you're gone, let's say you're going to be offline, then you could set up a playlist of VODs to play while you're gone.
Nice.
So instead of your channel just saying it's offline, they'll come back, it'll say like rebroadcast in the corner, and they'll be seeing like a previous
That would be
cast.
really cool.
Yeah, so you can
And
like pick your favorite moments and put them all together, or your favorite casts.
now, if they're doing that with video on demand, are you going to be able to upload your own videos to that?
I don't think it didn't say anything
Okay.
about an upload feature yet.
'Cause that would be
That's-
great if
Yeah,
they have
and that's
that.
the one thing I think that Twitch has been lacking, and people have kind of noticed.
Mhm.
But and it's interesting too, because non-partners lose their VODs after 7 days. So like, do you have to create a highlight to be part of the playlist, or will that VOD just disappear from the playlist? Like how?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some questions there, but
Lucid
We'll see.
asks, are you guys going to be doing a live tweet out for new announcements? I think we should.
we totally should. I'll
Um,
try to tweet. Yeah, I'll just be having my phone like in my hand, basically, a phone and a camera.
Yeah.
Or a pencil and a paper. Depending on what we're doing, we're gonna have something, and we're gonna try to be connecting with you guys as much as possible. Also, Periscope is an option. A lot of people have been using Periscope lately.
We want to do that if possible. Have some sort of video content. I have no
Right.
idea what Wi-Fi will be like. I assume that at TwitchCon they'll have something good figured out.
You would hope, like a booster.
But-
I don't know how they do that, but it tends to be the case that these venues, like the Wi-Fi, just
they
you
suck.
can't get any connection. Even trying to connect to your own network is bogged down because there's just so many people in one zone. But maybe they'll have Wi-Fi spots where you can if you go over here, you'll be
That'd be
sure to
good.
get a better connection. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see.
And I'll bring my laptop just in case on that
Yeah.
too, if we want to like just stream from
hotel.
that. But we have no idea yet. Like we'll know when we get there, but we're gonna try to keep everybody updated and do something cool.
It's gonna be a new experience. It's a new convention for it's the first year it's ever done, so it's gonna be new for the staff, new for the vendors, new for us.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. We're sharing our hotel room with people that we've met over the internet, so that's new. It's gonna be a fun thing. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things where you put yourself out there and hope for the best. And I think with Twitch and the kind of the environment that they've built, everyone seems to be very positive and encouraging and inclusive. So
yeah, I think that people who are diehard enough to actually show up at an event like this are all gonna be really cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. The one thing I'm worried about is some cliques forming. Like I kind of see it already. Like streamers hang out with streamers, and they have their friend streamers that they play with, and their friend streamers that they raid and promote. And so like at the after events and even some of the main events, like during the panels, like you probably see some of these cliques. Like and they may seem unapproachable, but I think if you put yourself out there and then just say hi, it'll be a good. It'll go a long way.
These kind of conventions are always interesting because, like comic conventions or anything else, like you have all these people, some of which have like kind of antisocial tendencies in real life.
Yeah.
But they're thrown into a room with other people who all share the same interests.
Right.
So it can go either way. Like people can be really weird and uncomfortable, or they can be like just so excited to be able to talk with people who actually love the same stuff. Yeah. Like some people go really overboard because they figure they're not weird here if they feel that way in regular.
That's a good thing about conventions too, is that it makes some people realize like, hey, I'm not the only one that's like this, or I'm not the only one that's interested in this type of events or occasions or games or whatever.
Yeah, great for communities.
Yeah, it really is. And I have seen a common trend on Twitter where it's like, social anxiety, what am I going to do? Like, so it's a common theme for someone with social anxiety to kind of get drawn towards Twitch, because there is that sort of anonymity behind it, but also you're able to put yourself out there and connect where you're maybe not able to connect in real life. So it's going to be interesting indeed. A lot of different personalities. How big is the con? I haven't seen anything.
I don't know the
numbers,
because like it sounded like they sold out of the 2-day passes, and did they stop selling the other ones for a while?
Because I don't think so. I think they just kept selling them. And they even started like advertising them. They gave broadcasters permission to like do a 10% code.
Oh, nice.
Some of the partner broadcasters had discount codes and stuff. So I think they were really pushing it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about.
I need this thing.
Yeah, we have no desktop audio.
So you're still wearing it.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious myself, because I imagine the San Francisco Convention Center, like it's got to be big.
Yeah, it's got to be huge, and you would hope that they would try to fill it so it doesn't seem like, oh, no one showed up to TwitchCon. Like, you know, so relative to the space that is available, you want to sell that many bodies, tickets, and even fill it with some vendors and stuff. So. They've tweeted out a lot of vendors that are going to be there, a lot of panels that are going to be there. I don't think. Do we want to go into the panels and talk about some of the panels that we're interested in, or?
I don't know. We could pull it up. Let's see. Schedule. Let's see. Keynote.
I'll try to get you that hoodie, bro.
Keynote's what we're going to be looking at.
That's the word I was looking for.
So broadcaster pods.
I'm totally going to try to catch some of my favorite streamers that are like in the pot. Like you just walk up behind them and you're just kind of like, hey, and they're like, oh, hey, and they like talk to you. Like I've seen it happen at PAX. I've seen it happen at some of the other conventions as well. So I think that would be a way to just kind of like shameful but no shame. Like, hey, I'm Kniff. Like,
just
follow me.
Yeah.
I won't go that blatant. I won't go that blatant. I'll try to be like.
I like Brando in here. Put the headphones back on. I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah.
You can see parts of my head that you've never seen before on a
you've changed so much.
I'm a completely different person now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Meet and greets.
See, what's interesting about this con is there's a lot of panels like stacked on top of each other, and then there's a lot of like content like check out our game and check out the VR and stuff. So it's gonna be a hard balancing act in 2 days to really see everything we want to see.
Oh, it's always impossible at these conventions.
Yeah.
I'm getting just a big kick out of like the way that meet and greet. You have all these names, but they're not real names. They're names of so it's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to meet Gassy Mexican.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and I watched some of these. Renee, Gassy Mexican, Anthony Confan. I'm actually following I'm following all of them except for I Am Spoon and Jack. I don't know that one.
Shack Life.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know. But all the rest of them I'm following, and they're funny people, but I'm not, like, interested in, like, getting their autograph.
Yeah.
You know? Like, to me, they're real people who are sort of entertaining, but they're not celebrities.
Right, they're doing the same kind of thing we are.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah, but some people treat them like celebrities. Like, some people chase them down. Gassy Mexi, let me hear your picture. Can you sign it? Like, so it'll be interesting to see. The kind of, what is it? What do they call it? Like, girl, like, when you kind of fangirl, like how many people are like fangirling over these super popular streamers versus
the boy band
actual
streams.
Business conversations going down.
So Michael says, every single convention I have attended, I handed out personal invites to people who join me at a local pub or restaurant. 90% of the people show up because everyone wants to feel welcome and invited. Locally, I did this and gave Jason Mewes one at our Comic-Con. He showed up with all his group.
Nice.
Maybe next year at Twitch they'll do the same. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that is really good. Everybody has to eat.
We should figure out like a pub where we want to do that.
Yeah.
But
everybody has to eat, and everyone loves to kind of socialize while they eat, and that's a great way to kind of have the informal conversation and connections to where like actually on the convention floor people are more like on point, trying to like put out this this vibe. So.
And Reba says, or fanboy.
Or fanboy,
yes, fanboys can be just as ridiculous.
Hey, Mac.
What's up? Thanks for joining us.
How's it going?
Fan human. We are non-gendered on fan. All fans of all types.
Yes.
So, yeah, let's see. What else we got? Blizzard with StarCraft 2. That could be kind of cool.
I wonder if you'll get to play
Amazon
StarCraft
Associates. That's not a bad idea. That's not something I've done. Partner spotlights. Oh yeah, Hunter Pence. I heard he was going to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a streamer apparently.
I know, but when someone like that is like thrust into the Twitch and they just keep like, they tweet about it a lot. Like if Hunter's ever doing anything regarding Twitch, they tweet it, and it's just like one of those things where you sit back and you're like, okay, is he really into Twitch, or is this like a marketing contract going on? Like, you never are sure.
I think he kind of is, but it's not like he because like if you're already an MLB player, like
you don't need.
Twitch.
You're not trying to get famous on Twitch.
It's like, I'm going to use this MLB fame to really raise my Twitch profile.
Right. Mech noticed the headphones as well. It changes a man.
I know.
When you remove the headset,
completely
you're
different
naked.
people.
You don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw Snoop Dogg stream. Did you know that?
Does he stream?
He streams.
Does he play games or does he
Madden.
just?
he was smoking a blunt.
Okay.
He was smoking a blunt and playing Madden.
He does like Madden, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's so interesting because usually on Twitch, anybody else smokes a blunt, you get an insta-banned.
Yeah,
so quickly.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and now Snoop Dogg's just like chiefing away, playing his Madden.
Nobody banned Snoop Dogg.
No.
He has earned the right to smoke that.
Yeah. Snoop-a-loop.
Legality of Let's Play videos and streams. That could
be cool. There was a panel about just the legality of streaming in general, and that's something I'm very interested in because I feel like there's not a real definitive guide and how to and question and answer on like what is legal and what is not. And you see with streaming being so open to whoever wants to jump in, some 14 to 15-year-old kid jumps in, does this, does that, does a giveaway. Apparently it's illegal to give away stuff to like Canadians and other countries. Like if you're in the US, you can't do a giveaway to people in other countries.
That's insane.
There's just all these like little rules that I feel like the general population of streamers doesn't know and could get them in like a sort of legal situation if it came down to it. I feel like at the moment no one's gonna run around like, hey, you got that copy of Counter-Strike from that guy and you live in that country? Whoa.
Not cool, bro.
Not cool. But at the same time, like you still want to like protect yourself and you just want to know, you want to be knowledgeable about what the laws are and what can affect you.
Because Let's Play video because I wonder about that sometimes too, where it's like obviously, the developers sometimes maybe don't want those games out there in that way, or narrative games where they're like I heard Tim Schafer talk about it, where he's like, there's good sides and bad sides to all this streaming because part of like the draw of my games is the story and like. If you can just get all that watching out,
then you're not gonna buy it.
Like people won't buy it. But
I guarantee you, Until Dawn doesn't sell as many copies as it would have if Twitch wasn't as popular.
I wonder about that one because I could see that going either way.
Because then you think people want to play it.
Because that game's profile was raised so much by Twitch. Like Sony stupidly didn't advertise it at all, and I don't know. Like,
and maybe that's some devs are looking at it like that. They're like, hey guys, we don't have to spend as much on marketing.
Right.
And that happened with Ark. Like Ark was almost purely marketed by Twitch streamers because it was a well-developed early access game, and they ended up taking their marketing budget and they're like, let's just throw this into a contest and give it away to some viewer or streamer, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's a really cool idea. And so you can save money because of this new platform called Twitch and YouTube gaming and, you know.
If your game like fits the kind of thing that they like. So a lot of talk in chat. People are really, you know, in a tizzy, I would say, about our lack of headphones.
Mike's
pretty big.
ready to throw an overlay so it can look the same.
Yeah, man.
That's commitment.
It's
commitment to
stuff.
tradition.
So yeah, there are a lot of cool looking
stuff going on. Yeah.
Like it's just too much.
Anything
really
kind of funny.
about.
Anything kind of funny. I want to at least like have one of us be at.
Yeah, I like those guys.
So those are definitely like some mentor types of people to look up to and learn from, and you know they're doing it right. I mean, I know their path to where they're at was a lot different, but
it's like, okay, just check it off. Get hired at IGN, work there for a decade, build up a fan community, and then we're set. Yeah. Why not?
Write excellent articles so that people love me.
Yeah.
Bring people to Twitch.
Be fun on camera. Yeah. Like, I also think the broadcaster makes a huge difference. If I stream a game, no one wants it. Because it would be hours of failure.
That is true. Like someone like Fairnight Excalibur, like Fairlight, he is like good at every video game. Summit 1G is good at every video game they play. Mm-hmm. And so that's definitely contributes to them, but they're still cool guys. I don't see too many like super good players that are like not interact like even if you're like really good and you just sit there and you don't say anything, you don't talk, you don't interact.
And I see that so much. Like if you just check out random feeds where people are just like sitting there and like
in dark rooms,
right? And like
very little lighting.
Don't get me wrong. Like I like playing video games sometimes and just being focused in on what I'm doing. But like I don't want to stream when I do that. What's the point? It's boring for people. Exactly. They can just play a game.
Exactly.
Lucid, viewers also play a big part. Being active in a stream makes broadcaster feel more welcome and interactive. Absolutely.
100%.
It's so much more fun when there are people actually chatting and being involved.
Yeah.
Like
it's hard to be that. It's hard to be that first viewer. You know, like you jump into a stream and you're like, oh man, I'm the only one here. Do I say hi? Do I not say hi? As soon as I say hi, he's gonna start talking to me, and then I have to either continue to talk or he's either gonna check and see if I left. You know, like I hate being that first person, but if I'm come in and there's already a couple people chatting and the guy's talking, you know, guy or girl,
so much easier.
Talking, it's so much easier and fluid and just feels right. It feels right.
Yeah, Lucy, I try to be active. You are, man. It's good. But yeah, like that was what was so fun that first time in particular I streamed on YouTube where I got so many people in and everybody was really into the game and it was just flying and stuff, and like that's great.
Yeah, when you can't keep up with your chat, like that's when you know people are having a good time. And it's awesome. Yeah. Rock
Band battle, that could be fun. Like this is the thing, like I was scrolling up and looking over like, oh, how much more do we have on here? This is like halfway through the page. Yeah. This is day one.
Right. Well, that's the convention floor like closes at a certain time, and then there's panels and the stuff like later than that too. So it goes like 12 good hours.
Yeah, this is 10 p.m. Like Comic-Con usually lasts until like 6 or 7. Yeah. And that's nuts.
Yeah, it is gonna be insane.
More meet and greets.
I know there was two panels that discussed gender roles in gaming and more geared towards the female
gender roles. I saw one LGBT one, all sorts of.
So that's good to see. Mm-hmm. And what a better place than San Francisco to have those types of conversations.
Yeah.
So hopefully good comes out of that. What else? Oh, the H1Z1 invitationals. I think the prize pool is like 135,000, 160,000.
I got emails on them. Like I don't even know enough about H1Z1 to know what that's gonna like. It's basically gonna play like DayZ, right?
It's a more arcadey version of DayZ.
Gotcha.
And it's a little bit more put together. There's not as many like bugs with the ammo and the guns and this kind of that.
Gotcha.
The zombies don't really work in the survival, so everyone just plays Battle Royale, which is it starts out at one map and
the
then
zombies
slowly,
just don't work.
Yeah, the zombies are just bad. No game has no survival game has really figured out how to do zombies. Like DayZ even diminished their zombies, so there's only like 2 zombies per server right now in DayZ.
It's totally unrelated to everything, but have you tried Project Zomboid?
I haven't.
It's just like this little top-down isometric one, but they do it really well with the zombies when the crowds, and they become really huge.
I've actually had multiple people come into chat and ask about that game, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, try that out. Anyway, like again, there's just like too much for us to get to on here.
So much to see. The Nerd Fusion podcast will be a good. All of this stuff will be streamed too, guys. All the panels will be on stream on Twitch.tv/Twitch. So a lot of the extra events and contests and stuff will, of course, be streamed on various channels. So.
Mm-hmm. Reba says I need to get good at H1Z1 in 12 12 to
Yeah.
pay off for student loans.
There you go.
Let's just do that.
We'll have to look it up because so they basically they invited streamers that they wanted to come, and then they opened it up for like a few streamers to kind of like win their way in.
Yeah.
And then everybody thought it was done, but then it was kind of like a Willy Wonka's golden ticket thing. Like they kind of released some info that said you might be able to win a chance to get into the Invitational while you're at TwitchCon. So we'll keep a lookout, and I'll just thrust him in there.
Yeah,
maybe with a little bit of luck, he'll win.
I'm a prodigy.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Michael says I want to build a zombie game, but replace all the zombies with Teletubbies.
Nice.
That would be amazing.
Teletubbies, they have like rainbow farts as they chase you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Propel them along.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is probably all we should talk about with TwitchCon for now. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm
but
excited.
we'll have a lot more to report on
I'm
once we're
I'm
actually
excited.
there.
I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to expect. It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Be crazy.
So, what else is new with you aside from TwitchCon? What's been going on? I'm
here in California. That's freaking new.
You said you've worked since you've been
worked.
here. You've
Okay. All right. So when I got here last night, what time was it? It was like 10:30 p.m. I got picked up. First thing I'm doing in California, I'm smoking weed out of a potato. Like, who does that? Then we go to some bar. You just thrust into a bar, full scene, ready to go. I'm like still in my travel like clothes and stuff. There's a Winchester above the bar. I wanted to tweet the DayZ devs with that one, but I didn't have my phone on.
Yeah, or Edgar Wright or something with a Winchester bar.
Yeah. What else? Then we went down to Chinatown looking for some pho.
Yeah,
pho.
like it's pronounced pho, but it's spelled pho, and it always confuses me. But it's Vietnamese.
So we went down to Chinatown looking for some pho, and all the pho places were closed, but this other Chinese place I think was open, and got some really good food there. And then Travis and I, who were having beers all night, end up sleeping in his car in some park. That was last night.
Pretty eventful.
Yeah. And then we woke up this morning. We woke up pretty early because if you don't know, California is a very sunny place.
It's very sunny, and you're coming from a central time zone, so you're 2 hours shifted.
Right.
It feels like it's later than it is.
It feels like it's later. It was like 6:30 in the morning. The sun is like shining down. There's these like Mexican women walking their children to school and like screaming and yelling. It was a trip. And then we got up and Travis wanted to make some money for TwitchCon in San Francisco and the trip, so we hooked up with his friend and did some landscaping. Like I've very rarely done physical labor in my life, and today we knocked out 3 hours. We shifted some dirt around. We leveled out some kind of garden bed areas.
How much do they pay you for that?
They gave us $120 for 3 hours, so that pays for some gas up to.
It's a good hourly rate.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, yeah, how do you beat that? Weed, food, sleep, and great weather. He's right. The only thing is sleeping in that car. I was just like all night. I'm just like.
Yeah. You won't have to do that tonight.
How do you sleep in a car?
I've got our air mattress. We'll be
set.
Yeah.
We'll be set tonight. Tonight's good.
Got hotels after that, which are also better than cars.
Generally,
usually.
Yeah.
There are probably exceptions to that rule.
So what about you? What have you been up to since last week?
We just moved. This is a brand new place. Some of you might have noticed.
Window.
Yeah, no window, nothing back there. This is different. I'm eventually going to put up a green screen back here, but for now it's just a wall that looks yellowish from lighting.
Yeah.
And
lighting is so important. I don't even like, anytime I'm like, oh yeah, this looks good, and then I hit stream and I'm like, oh, I don't like it.
Reba says, why were you in a car?
It was just circumstantial.
There was maybe
safer as well.
There were options.
Yeah.
But some were less legal.
Yeah.
More dangerous.
Before we chose to sleep in the car, we did check out this like farm area. It's like a student made and kept farm area, and they grow fruit. And it's just kind of like this little maze weaves in and out of these trees, and then you get to, there's like this hut, and it's like it's like a legit stone house, and they have like a meeting center in there. Like they have like chairs and a table, and then like you go through this little tunnel, and they have this little library with a little seat.
Cool.
Yeah, like it's pretty cool. We almost slept in that, but I didn't want to like get caught and get in trouble, like a ticket or something, a fine. Like, I don't know.
They take it for everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So we didn't. We just chose to sleep in the car then.
Yeah.
The Mexi Mills, nope. They were all too busy yelling at their kids. Like they were legit like screaming at their kids at like 6:30 in the morning.
6:30 in the morning, and you're in California with California traffic. With your kids. Man, I would be screaming too.
That's the one thing about Cali is there's people everywhere.
So is it just me, or does it just feel really dense?
So dense.
Like
dense.
When I go back to Kansas now, the weirdest thing
Spread out.
how far buildings are from each other and stuff.
It's so dense. Everything's on top of each other. But then what's weird is like late at night, it was like probably 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. We were at that park or whatever, and it was just so quiet, like just so quiet. And usually you don't, even in Kansas City, 4 a.m. you go into a park, like you'll hear traffic, you'll hear a radio somewhere, some party going on.
Yeah.
You'll hear noises, but here we went to this park and I was so amazed that it was just super quiet, no city noise, even though I was in the middle of the city. It's crazy. Crazy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Crazy.
So yeah, I'm trying to think what else is new here. The move was the big thing. It got boxes everywhere.
Yeah. Takes time.
Took out a lot of it. Like this office area is pretty much done. Yeah. The bedroom's close to done, but
10 out of 10. Moving is the worst.
It sucks. We've talked about it a little bit, but it sucks. And fine. I'm just glad that the worst is over now. It's moved.
Yeah.
We already had to pack. I hate packing. Unpacking is better than packing, I think.
Because sometimes you find stuff you didn't remember that you had. You're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
This new book that I forgot to read, or this,
Yeah. Or you find things that you've been looking for a really long time. But I think that's about it.
What's new with all of you out in Twitch chat land?
Yeah, let us know. Also, we will be doing another giveaway. I shut it down here. I need to find where that was. I was thinking, since we're in California and we're going to be driving for 6 hours tomorrow, might be appropriate to give away Burnout Paradise on PC.
That works.
It's a really good game.
For some reason, I thought you were like leaning towards Cruising USA.
That would be perfect, but I don't have a copy to give away. Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Burnout Paradise will work.
Yeah, Burnout Paradise will be good, and I don't know. Are you ready to jump into Good Bad Kappa for today?
Let's do it.
All right. All right.
Brando says he also did work this past week.
Good.
Nice.
Good for everyone who worked this week.
Yes. Bravo to you.
Golf clap.
Having a pretty bad day? Lucid, I'm sad to hear that, man.
Sorry.
Glad you could enjoy the time here.
I've seen a number of people having a bad day today. I don't know what the deal is, but
it's the case of the Wednesdays.
We're gonna make it better. We're gonna talk about some game news.
Yeah.
It'll be much improved.
And most of our game news is like
some of it's
positive, right?
It's happy and good. Some good. Not everything's game related, as you can kind of see. With this one, this is movie related. With the Marvel MCU, they just announced, sort of, or in just a casual interview, how old Spider-Man was going to be. Because they cast, what's his name? Tom Holland, I think? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tom Holland. Who's a much younger looking guy than anybody, or either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And so it's like, was he going to be playing late high school? Was he going to graduate again? But no, He's 15.
15.
Going way younger this time.
Weird.
And I gotta say, like,
it's weird.
I'm kind of positive about it.
Yeah?
Because for one, it's within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Mm-hmm. So now this is a universe with all these different superheroes, whereas like the other Spider-Man movies, especially the first 3, like he was the big deal. He was the only like superhero that's special in and of itself.
True.
So. When you're bringing him into this universe, it's like, how do you make that stand out and different? Mm-hmm. And how do you also differentiate from the earlier Spider-Man movies after they've already rebooted it once in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
So
True.
I'm going good because I think they're at least trying something different with it.
But what about the storyline, right? Because in the previous movies, like, Ben dies like when he's older.
Yeah.
So is Ben going to be alive?
He could be.
He could be.
They can do whatever the hell they want, really.
He just got bit by a spider at a different time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm guessing
sequel's bad.
they said they don't want to do.
I agree, man.
Yeah, I know reboots and bad, but whatever with MCU, it'll be different. Like I'm okay with
Spider Freshman.
I feel like maybe they shouldn't reboot Spider-Man every 5 freaking years.
Yeah.
But if they're gonna do it, do something different. And they said they don't want to do the origin story at all. They're like, you've seen that enough. We're just gonna tell a different story about.
You want to come up here?
My dog is.
Can he jump?
Not well. You might
well.
want to pick him up.
Okay. A gaming couple. What's up? That's who's staying with us.
Oh hey, thanks for jumping in, checking out our
Dave.
stream. Looking forward to meeting you tomorrow.
Yeah, Dave. This is Ross. He's staying with us. I'm staying with you, and then a guy also in the living room, Travis, will be staying with us this weekend. So awesome! We're looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, man.
We have a dog.
We have a dog.
Ah.
Greg from Kind of Funny Games would love us right now.
Yeah, we got a wiener dog.
He's
on
super
camera.
into it.
Portillo is.
He's super into wiener dogs.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. But,
Hello.
Hello, mate.
All right. So yeah, we're talking about a younger Spider-Man. I mean, I think it's also to kind of pull in like a younger audience. Like you gotta keep the superheroes relevant for each new generation. Like you just keep progressing it that way.
Reba says, "I miss my boy." She misses the boy.
Aww. No.
Michael, I want a reboot where Ben gets bitten by the radioactive spider.
Yes.
They were gonna. I shit you not. Shortly before this became their approach, they were going to do an Aunt May movie where she was some sort of secret agent in the war. It was a terrible idea.
Okay, so what have we learned? We learned you can't try too hard with these types of reboots and
go
universe
too far.
shows. Like,
it's delicate balance.
Yeah, you got to keep it. I mean, there's just too many people that are going to critique you. You know, you can't go too off the rails, or people are just going to fight it and butt heads with it.
Yeah.
So you got to keep some consistency. I don't know. You guys riding up tonight? Where are you now? We're in
Glendale.
California.
We're heading out tomorrow.
Yeah, we're driving up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So we'll meet you probably when you fly in. They're flying in, right?
Yeah. Did you
print
your boarding pass? What time does it say? Does it say 3? Like from what you said, 6 Eastern. That would be 3. You would get in at 3 this time, right? And the hotel is near the airport, so. Okay. We can just pick you up or meet you out there or somewhere close. I mean, we're trying to leave by 8 or 9, so we'll be getting there around the same time. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
So
moving on.
Are you
TwitchCon?
What are you going for on Spider-Man here? Good, bad, Kappa. For the ceremonial sake.
For the sake of it, I'll say good.
Oh, okay. Wow. Go on.
Sure.
All right.
I think it's a little weird. I was maybe going to say Kappa, but I think it's all, someone in the marketing team was like, yes, this is a good idea. So I think it's probably for
I think audience. They just want to be
for
fresh.
Audience.
Yeah. Game a couple, bring the dog. Oh, man, Samson would be so terrified.
Dude.
And I would feel bad because Reba comes in. She's actually getting back the same day we're leaving. So she's getting in a few hours later, and if both Samson and I were gone, it would be just terrible.
Down, So. Well, at least he's not having to be by himself for too long. That's good.
Yeah.
The timing is working out.
Like, I could seriously see a She-Hulk movie with Ronda Rousey. Possibly.
She-Hulk. Ronda Rousey. I wonder if she'd be a good actress. Like, she seems to, like, when they do their interviews and, like, the pre-game hype, she seems to be one of the
Yeah.
characters. Like, that has a personality to where other fighters are kind of just like...
She's been in some... Or has she been in some stuff? I know,
like
Gina Carano...
I want to say, like, maybe, like, a reality show or something.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Let's see, No, I need some... No. She says the same thing. She'd be super bummed. Gaming Couple asked, did you guys touch on Suicide Squad? Was there any news on Suicide Squad this week? We have touched on it before.
Yeah, we touched on it several weeks ago.
It was with the trailer.
Talked about it,
And, new South Park tonight.
Nice.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, although we probably won't see it until
I have been
tomorrow,
out of the South Park loop for a while.
I liked last week's. Not everybody did.
It was the Jenner one, right?
Sort of. They had a little bit of that. It was mostly just about people being over the top with political correctness and stuff. But
going too far. Okay.
But
moving on.
Yeah. So Hitman delayed to 2016. Now, normally I wouldn't post about game delay, or I wouldn't care enough about it
because it happens all the time.
Yeah, it happens almost every week. There's a game delay. Yeah. But here, this was a little different because They say it's the biggest venture the studio has undertaken, both scope and game content. The extra time will allow for more of that content to be available at launch, as Square Enix and IO Interactive are trying something different with Hitman by supporting the game with continuous updates after its release.
Right.
So they say, quote, "We're going for a release model where we put out a good chunk of the game when it begins," I assume, not beings, "and then release the remaining locations over time. We want to make absolutely sure you get the best possible experience when you join, so we've made the difficult decision to move the initial release date to March 2016. These extra few months will mean we can add more to the launch content of the game, more than we had originally planned, and then follow with a tighter frequency of updates, which ultimately will create a better game for everyone. And in the end, that's what we're all looking forward to."
Brando immediately says this sounds bad.
Yeah, I'm with you, because, you know, if that's the case, why don't you just finish the fucking game before you release it?
Try harder. Try harder.
or just like, it shouldn't just be like, we're delaying a few months. It should be like, we're delaying a year so we can make the goddamn game.
Right.
Like, this update after release stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
it's just the pressure, man. The pressure to go to market as soon as possible and make money. You know, the suits behind these games that don't know anything about game development or game, you know, love of games, or, you know, some of them might, but for the most part, the suits behind it, like, they don't care. They just want you to go to market, and you gotta hit these deadlines. And they say the difficult decision to make this delay. If the game's not finished, how is it a difficult decision?
Yeah,
just delay it.
And here it wasn't even that the game wasn't finished, or they have no intention of finishing the game.
Just they wanted to release more.
They thought they were going to get ripped apart because the amount of content they had at launch was not going to be much at all. So they're going to put a little more in and then still do this stupid, so we have a few more comments. Maiko, Rick and Morty needs a review. I know it's not game related, but it's so good. Rick and Morty is like my favorite show on TV right now.
You should do a review.
It's so good.
You should do not for this, but for your media mashup.
Oh yeah, I will eventually. I usually I try to do things either at the beginning or end of the season, just because I don't do like weekly coverage on any show. I watch too many shows to do that.
Right.
But I do.
Fair enough.
But Medium Mashup, if you check out my website, I will eventually post something. Like, the show's phenomenal. So
game
definitely.
release are cool. Game release and unknown bits after release.
After you
parted with your money. Why? Yeah, exactly. Right. You either feel like you got ripped off when you first bought it because the game is not long enough, or you feel like, man, these constant updates are so annoying. Oh, I got another update. Like, oh, I gotta update my game. Like, it's annoying. Yeah,
Brando says episodic content does have merit, and like I agree with that. In that, like, something like Life is Strange or the Telltale series.
But this isn't that.
This isn't. Yeah, this is like the game's just not gonna be finished. Yeah. Like, it's not. You're not paying like an episodic release. Like something like. Those games are usually like $25 to $35.
Right, and then where's the cutoff? You know, like how much? And if they say they're going to slowly release more, like how much do they release, and then when do they cut it off and say then the rest of the release is a DLC that you got to pay for? Right.
I was gonna say how much are they going to charge for on this?
Silly, man.
It's kind of dumb.
Silly. And in some respects, the conspiracy theorists in my mind, you know, thinks like these delays and these types of things are all just like strategic moves on purpose to not hype games, but to, you know, get us more used to this norm of you know, slow releases, gradual releases, DLCs. Like, they're conditioning us. They're conditioning us to be okay with it.
Yeah. No, I think, like, that is part of it. Like, more companies would like to be able to get away with this. Yeah. Where they can basically just support something over time rather than, like, spending all their money up front. Yeah. That way, if, like, nobody buys it, they could be like, well, I guess we're just not going to bother releasing the rest of the stuff for it. Yeah. And save some money.
Conditioning, guys. We get deep on this on Unknown Hosts. We talk about deep psychological conversations regarding game development.
This is some Manchurian Candidate shit.
Yeah.
Maiko, they have another chapter for sale 3 months after you play age 60, but you have to pay $30 for the update. Yeah, they better not do it like DLC.
Yeah, that would
Rando, finish the game, pay once. Agreed. I think they should finish the game up front. So I'm going bad with this because of that.
This is bad.
And you're going too.
Yeah.
And Lucy, you read my mind, man.
Bad. I'm telling you, dude, they're conditioning you. Watch out. You gotta have a mind of your own. Don't buy into everything. Don't, you know, rush out to get all the new, like, pre-releases or whatever.
You
pre-purchase.
Buy lots of tinfoil for your hats.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They can read your minds otherwise.
Yeah. Leave lots of water glasses around your house.
For the alien invasion. So the next one I had, again, not really a game-related thing, but I feel like something...
gamers like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, like everybody talks about this. So this is kind of a two-part Good Bad Kappa entry. because for one thing, Game of Thrones just set records at the Emmys.
Mm.
It won 12 different awards in one year.
Dang.
Yeah, that's more than Titanic won at the
Wow.
Oscars.
Is Game of Thrones really that good?
So you don't watch Game of Thrones?
No, I did.
Okay.
I did, but I'm saying, is it better than Titanic? Is it worth 12? You know. I mean,
Well, you could also say Titanic
is-
wasn't really.
No, yeah,
But
and it's a different time too.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Titanic wasn't worth what it got either.
So on the one hand, I love Game of Thrones.
Mhm.
This was probably the weakest season of the show, I would say, and also just kind of a weird year for it to all of a
The
sudden.
final season was the weakest season.
This most
You
recent
thought?
season,
Yeah.
I thought was the weakest one
Okay.
I've had. And what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's yeah, it was very kind of like washed out and very broad, not broad topic. I don't know, just like it expanded this kind of scope creep, I guess. You'd
Yeah,
say.
it was in a difficult place.
Not very targeted.
Like no matter what, it was going to be tough because
Yeah.
the books, even more so than the show, just sprawl at this point.
Yeah, like crazy.
And it gets like really, really unfocused. The show
Yeah.
did a better job than the book did in
Uh-huh.
that, but it also like there were a lot of plot lines that felt like they were kind of going nowhere.
Well, and then
just
some
kinda
of them they
boring
just didn't even touch on for long periods of time. Like
Yeah.
you're like, well, what happened to that other kid? Or what
yeah,
happened
yeah,
to
like
those guys?
Bran's not in this
Yeah,
season and
yeah,
stuff.
like
and,
what are they
yeah.
doing? What's the exactly?
Yeah, so I kind of I love the show. I think it has moments like I'm
It's a
more
great show.
excited
It
for Game of
captivates
Thrones
you.
coming back usually than
Yeah.
I am almost anything else.
And usually each
But-
episode captivates you. You know, like you're
Yeah.
excited to watch it. There's a lot of visual, effect, not necessarily effects always, but something to look at, something to like pay attention to, as opposed to some TV shows you can like have it going and like you could also be like texting or like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
still follow. But
Yeah,
Game of
like,
Thrones, it like
just
keeps
moment
you,
by moment
Yeah.
you're engaged.
Mhm.
And I think this is weird though because you're like, well, wait a minute, the Emmys have mostly shut out Game of Thrones up to this point. What's different? Why this year? And looking at this and a few other pieces I've seen lately, there's a new voting process this year where so previously the Emmys, they were kind of accused of being like old fuddy-duddies voting for these things.
choosing this. Yeah, okay.
And it's because of this thing called a blue ribbon panel.
Okay.
So they would accept volunteers, basically, to be on up to 4 panels, so
Uh-huh.
4 different categories, to vote for what they thought was best. But that meant they had to actually view everything in that, so like individual episodes that were nominated. And like, so they're old people with like really kind of old tastes.
Volunteers too. That's
Yeah,
weird. Like,
exactly. Like the reason why they were old was because generally the older people are the ones who aren't as busy and active in the industry.
They have time to do it.
Right, they're the ones volunteering
And
to
they
watch
wanna
things
feel
and vote.
relevant.
Everybody else feels like really busy, and so that's why like you see Modern Family win every single year. Like nothing against Modern Family, it's a
Modern
decent
Family
show, but
kind of caters more to an older
right,
audience.
like a lot of those audience aren't watching Louis and going like, oh,
Yeah.
this is there aren't enough jokes. Why aren't I laughing every 30 seconds?
Yeah.
And so that disappoints a lot of them. But
True.
what they did instead this year was just said, fuck it, everybody votes for everything.
Everybody.
So nothing to do with if you've seen something.
Uh-huh.
So like the reason Game of Thrones suddenly started winning was because everybody knows what Game of Thrones is.
Yeah.
Like it's the water
So it's
cooler
just a
show.
popularity contest now, as opposed to an actual quality vote.
Yeah.
But before
There-
you could say it wasn't a quality vote either. It's just taste. It's taste and preference. Is what's
Neither
coming in.
system was good.
Yeah.
But that's why all of a sudden Game of Thrones is winning 12
Oh,
Emmys.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard of that. I watched that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm familiar with that name.
Yeah.
My friend said that's good.
Yeah.
And
Everyone
that's-
tweets about Game of Thrones.
Exactly. So yeah, it's kind of a weird
Kappa.
situation. Yeah, I was going
It's
full
Kappa.
on Kappa
It's
on
full
this.
Kappa. It's just like, it's like, how does any logical person let these types of systems occur,
Mhm.
right? Like, there's someone at the Emmys or in these like panels that like has some sense, right? Like, where are they at? Like,
Yeah.
Why aren't they making a suggestion on how to get a quality vote for these types of awards?
Or like maybe just make it so that people can vote on stuff, but maybe they have to like clicked or gone to a page where you can watch the episode or something
Yeah.
first, and then
Right.
at the end of the episode, it's like,
Yeah.
then you could vote on it. But like as it is, or it's just silly that people can vote on stuff.
And when you
that
say
they don't.
everyone,
Like in the Academy,
in the industry,
yeah,
Yeah.
the Academy,
Right,
TV Academy.
Okay.
So I don't know, it's silly.
it's
Lucid
it's
has
not like Joe Schmo off the street coming in like, oh,
Yeah.
this show. Okay.
Lucid says he hasn't. Okay,
He hasn't seen
Lucid
any of
and
it?
Brando haven't seen it. Seriously, it's a really good show.
It really is, guys.
Like, even if you do not
Check
care
it
about
out.
fantasy, it's really interesting on its own. And I don't know, it's not high fantasy. Like, it gets higher fantasy as it goes, but like this first season grabs you based on like the politics.
Your dog is trying to eat my arm hair.
He's like, skin. You worked earlier.
He's ripping the arm hair out. I can hear it. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Buddy, stop it.
Why are you eating my arm
Samson. Meg says, I hope for more Brand next season. That there will be. Yes. They've confirmed it.
Yes.
There are also things that they've confirmed that, or at least in terms of who's in it. I'm not going to say anything on here.
The spoilers are out there.
There are lots of, like, because it's past the
written,
books. Yeah, they're going to be past the books almost completely next season. So. Maiko says, I had a neighbor that was a dev for Nintendo back in the 80s and 90s.
Nice.
He gave me a data disk with games. I finally found an emulator that reads the data. Now I have 740 old 8-bit games. It was like Christmas. That is amazing.
Mike, you were telling me about that last week. That is really nice.
That's really cool.
So cool. Which emulator did you end up using?
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that.
They just play ROM files, right?
Yeah, but like how to convert all that or find a way to read like actual cartridge data or anything.
I think mostly people just...
Like, it's a data disk.
Yeah, you just find like a repository or whatever you call it that has them. Someone's already done the hard work for you.
Yeah.
You just download the ROM.
I know there's like a games preservation thing somewhere around here, I think. Or maybe it's San Francisco that has a lot back. They'd probably be very interested in your disc.
Okay. NES Box is the name of the emulator.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Nice.
Good to know.
My friend, back in the college days, my friend hacked an original Xbox, and he turned the original Xbox into like this hardcore data media center.
Yeah, you could do all
kinds
sorts
of
stuff.
emulators. Yeah, we had every emulator, every game you could ever think of. Like, it was crazy.
I did that with my Wii because I ultimately transferred my Wii data over my Wii U, so I just used my Wii as an emulation thing. And you can play N64 games on it that you pirate, and you can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
You can make it into a DVD player because I had a DVD drive, but they didn't make it a DVD player, which is stupid. But yeah.
But you can hack it to make it one.
Yeah, you can do a lot with it.
Nice.
So the next article I had on here was not really not much news, but I thought it was funny. So Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out soon, and
but that's not the full name.
That is, or it's oh no, you're right. It's Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue.
There you go.
That's the full name. This is after Kingdom Hearts HD Remix, HD Remix 2 and 2.5. So.
Oh my God. And Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah. Yes. So here's what he says. Well, first of all, these are set before Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which is actually 2.6 in the franchise.
Okay.
And quote, since Kingdom Hearts X back cover / Kingdom Hearts Unchained is supposed to be the first game in the mainline series.
Okay.
That is being represented as 0 in the collection.
I hate when people go binary like that or whatever that's called. Like you start
0,
the array, you start
your
with
prequel.
0. Yeah.
It's stupid.
Silly.
But lastly, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep is 0.1, and that then leads into Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep.
Okay.
So since there's 2.6 and
Birth by Sleep,
0 and Birth by Sleep, I guess it's 0.1 and 0.2, but like I guess they're only counting 0.2. So it's 0 plus 2.6 plus 0.2, and that makes 2.8.
All right.
So as you see, it's very logical.
Yeah, nailed it.
So I'm going Kappa on this.
Wow.
I don't know what else there is to do on this.
Mike personally likes Kingdom Hearts 2.3869663. He loves it.
I like Kingdom Hearts Pi. They simplified it that time. I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts Pi hasn't come out yet. That will be after Kingdom Hearts 3. Brando, if you have to explain why the game has its name by way of math and timelines, your name has failed from a marketing standpoint at least. Yeah. And like... I like the first 2 Kingdom Hearts games. I played them both on PS2. I haven't played any of them since because this just confuses the shit out of me. And even like Kingdom Hearts 2, when you play that game, they expect you to have played a mobile. I
can
put a dog down.
No, you're good. You're good. You're
ridiculous.
He's good. He's good. I don't know why you would ever bring in the decimal points to a naming convention.
Right?
Like, why would you ever be like 2.6 is a great idea?
Like, anytime that happens, it's bad, and it's like they're just wanting to take your money.
Yeah.
Like, if you if you like paid for sci-fi TV shows sometimes, for instance, like with Battlestar Galactica, the second and fourth seasons they released in 2 parts.
Yeah.
So there was 2.0 and 2.5 for those, and 4.0 and 4.5, but just one season 3 and one season 1.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was just
confusing.
Yeah, and it's
silly.
just and they were charging full price for each half season, and that's why they were doing it. Like anytime you see this shit, it's just like, what else can we get away with selling?
Square root of pi will change
Square
the
root
market.
of pi, yeah.
Revolutionary stuff they're doing in that one.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah, this is Kappa ridiculous. Like the fact that, and again, it goes. I say this a lot. Like, okay, the name was a thing. Okay, he had to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then someone wrote an article about it. Like, this isn't even an article. This is literally not. You could combine those sentences into 2 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Basically, this is a 2-paragraph thing. Oh, okay, the first 2 before it, but still, it's just like. They don't give you any new information. This isn't news. This isn't...
It changed my life because now I know. Like, now when somebody's like,
God.
why the fuck is Kingdom Hearts 2.8 called 2.8? I'll be like, well, actually, you see, Kingdom Hearts... No, I still won't remember everything about it.
I guess for all the factoid people like that really love their facts and to be like the trivia guy. You're gonna hunt my leg now? Go for it. Go for it. I'd do it. Nope.
I just think this is hilarious. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, by the way, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I would freeze up on camera. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
We're used to it a little bit on Skype.
When did we start Unknown Hosts? We started...
Depends on whether you're talking when we started planning it or when we actually
started streaming.
We started streaming, I think, late June, right?
Late June, okay. So we've been doing it for a few months now.
I think we're
getting our feet under us.
Yeah, I feel like even at early shows, like, the report was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. We've been fine with all that.
And it helped that we knew each other beforehand.
Yeah, that's...
So it's not like some stranger.
Yeah. Although we've done that with people
we brought in strangers, and it works okay, too. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, get that leg. He was going at it. He was going, and then now he's biting my arm hair. He really likes the taste of my body hair. He's just
licking you. Yeah, he's. You worked earlier, so you have sweat on your limbs, and he's excited about that. So this, I'm used to sharing Destiny news and being kind of Destiny. Bungie's doing all this horrible stuff to make money, but this was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's free.
Free. It's part of Taken King.
If you have Taken King. Yeah, but it's not like its own extra. Like they're not. Yeah. Promoting some new mission to pay for. No. Yeah. It's part of it.
So today, and this was posted actually today, 1 p.m. So because sometimes you read that, it's been a little while. For example, players discovered a hidden mission inside another mission that's A, super difficult, B, super rewarding, and C, unlike anything else in vanilla Destiny. If you beat it, you'll get an exotic sniper rifle called Black Spindle. That's a year 2 version of blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, you have to launch a daily heroic mission, play through it as quickly as possible, find basically a hidden passage.
Wiping.
Yeah, you can't die or you can't completely wipe. If you may in time, your ghost will say something about fallen transmission. Then you'll have 10 minutes to clear out the entire catch of Taken, which is way harder than it looks. It's tough as hell. There's a video here. I won't play it because it's probably not that exciting to watch.
Okay, so now that you know about it, when you have that goal, you can try to attempt that. You can try to attempt that. For the first person to find it though, they were just on super rage mode, just doing everything as perfect as they could, not knowing that there was a reward for it.
Yeah, just being just super exploring in the middle of it.
Yeah, just not messing up, just having a great time, oh man, I can't imagine.
And admittedly, that's something that Destiny's done okay up until now, and apparently is doing a lot better. I like the idea that there are things in the game that are incredibly difficult to find or complicated.
The Easter eggs for the hardcore.
Yeah, because they know that it's not people will crowdsource that. There's a huge community around it. So something like this, everybody will, or not everybody, but people will be able to play it if they want. But it'll be a cool moment of discovery. This wasn't even noticed until over a week after the game, after Taken came out.
Right, that's pretty cool.
So yeah,
and if you make an Easter egg too easy to find, then it's not engaging. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Mike says that our title is still on testing.
Oh, is it? Uh-oh. No! Whoops. Sorry.
You can change it from here.
Yeah,
there you go.
I think I've got it. Oh, okay.
You're not logged in. Can't change it.
Nope, sorry, guys. Too late. It's too late. This will just be called testing.
Mistakes were made.
It happened. We're pretty last minute on some of this. Oh, wait. All right. So, yeah, I'm going good on that. And I still haven't picked up Taken King. You're going good?
I'll go as good as well, just because it's already part of the game. They're not trying to get more money out of you. and the fact that it's a hard Easter egg. Because you think Easter egg, you think like, oh, just go around this corner and find like this hidden thing here. No, like you gotta do this sequence of things and like pretty much be perfect on a run.
And that's kind of how the raids have been too.
Yeah.
Where like there are parts of the raids where it's like weird and arcane and you don't know what it is, but like people figure it out. So like you'll like meet up with people sometimes where like one or two have done it before where they're like, okay guys, this is what we need to do. You get over here, we need to take this on. And like I like that a lot. Like I just I don't.
Is it going to draw you in? Reba's wondering, is she going to have to buy it?
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Am I going to have to buy it Taken King now?
For this one secret
My problem now is just I'm out of space on my PS4. I can delete more stuff. I still haven't finished Assassin's Creed Unity, but I deleted it in the meantime. I'll reinstall it when I get around to it again, but there's just so many games I have that I'm actively playing that I don't want to get rid of. True. And it's 500 gigs.
True. And it's just repetitive.
Brando says Destiny looks fun from a shooting thing standpoint, which will last me like an hour or two.
Exactly.
I guess the Taken King story mode is like 6 hours, and like the main game is like 10, 12, somewhere around there. But yeah, like a lot of the cooler stuff you have to grind for forever, and it's kind of a pain.
Gotcha.
But
yeah, it's good that they did something like this for their hardcore. And like you said, once somebody hardcore and really good finds it, then it'll be shared and crowdsourced. Yeah. But that's the internet for you. So.
Yeah. Mac says, Reba, you can buy whatever you want. Thanks, Mac. Good advice. Maiko, I gave up on Destiny on my PS3. It was too much repeating. And that's kind of how I felt. I didn't want to buy the Taken King because I'd been burnt enough by Destiny and the same shit. But like, there's been a lot of really positive stuff I've seen from people on Taken King. And like, they have a traditional experience system now. They have much better drop rates on items that actually matter to you. Yeah. So like you don't have to feel like you have to do the exact same types of things. You can spread it out, or like Crucible's rewarding now.
Yeah. And what about the story mode? Because Brandon here says, "Ooh, 6 hours of Call of Duty-esque story." So no story.
Story. Actually, Taken King, I heard has a good story.
Really?
The main game, no. There's like no story at all. Nothing. It's basically you go through levels, shoot things. And then at the end, Peter Dinklage, now Nolan North, will like tell you, okay, I'm gonna do da-da-da, you shoot things while I do that. And then he's like, I found something amazing, end of mission, and then you move on. Weird. But yeah, it's pretty weak. But
I don't know, I feel like they were trying to go, like they wanted to be like the next Halo, you know?
But it's Bungie. They've done Halo.
Yeah, true.
They wanted it. And like this game feels amazing. Yeah. Like the mechanics of Destiny are the best of any like console shooter out there. But it's just there's not enough to do. Yeah. But I don't know. Like I want to play Taken King, but I have enough shit to play. I'm almost done with Witcher 3. I'm still working Metal Gear.
Mike says it would be amazing if Destiny could have user created levels or goals that you can share, kind of like a challenge.
That's a really cool idea. And
more social.
Yeah, like you could disable experience for those kind of things, so that way like people can't just make easy ass levels and like level up real fast. But yeah, like something just to create more value in the games, more new content, so that you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Lucid says it's fun with friends. Absolutely, and the raids are great. They need to have a better system in game of finding people for raids, because you basically
matchmaking is not good.
There is no matchmaking for raids at all.
So you just have to kind of go on a forum or something?
Yeah, you have to either know 5 other people who want to play Destiny at the same time who are all really high levels, or you have to use Destiny LFG or like one of those other boards. And weird. And the communities are kind of lame. Like, or I mean, they can be really cool. Like some of them are awesome, but then there are a lot of them are like, be here, you have to have this particular weapon, this particular piece of gear, otherwise I don't want you on my team.
There's 2 viewers that like dipped out. They were in here, they were lurking in here because they saw we were talking about Destiny, and then Ross is over here calling them names and talking bad about
They're like, oh, but I'm part of the Destiny LFG community.
They're like, peace.
No, I mean, it can be cool, like I use it too, but like there are also people who are really hardcore and kind of a pain in the ass.
And that comes with a lot of games. Like you'll find the DayZ hardcores, you'll find the hardcore, you'll find the hardcores of any game, and they kind of stick with that game for a really long time.
Right. It's why like I like multiplayer in a game for like a few months, and then after that, it's just like, why bother? Yeah. People are still playing this, are like so dedicated to this one game, and I have all these other things I want to play.
Yeah, Mike, I don't know what those are either. I typically play my games alone because I have no friends.
I like to play with people, but yeah, like, and it's all just like juggling time. Especially like across time zones. Like I have a lot of friends in Central Time Zone, and I'm Pacific, so working all that in. But
I know you're just dying to move back to Kansas.
So. Oh yeah. California.
Yeah, who needs it?
I like it out here. It's pretty cool.
Right.
But let's see.
What's our last one here?
Yeah, last one is the creator of the hardest Super Mario World level ever is at it again. So this is a pen. Really, I just include this because I saw a couple videos here that were fantastic, or just amazing to me. And you know more about this.
I've been playing some Mario Maker. Me and my wife got it, and it's been a lot of fun. Even on normal mode, like you'll find some levels that for the average Mario user are pretty hard.
Yeah.
And so when you see a level like this where it's timing, it's grabbing and throwing and jumping, all in precision, like it just makes you mind blown because it's so hard. I could never do it.
So this is the one, he did this actually on a Twitch stream, so people are watching him do it because in Mario Maker, you can't post a level unless you can complete it.
Yeah.
So he had to actually beat this insane monstrosity to get it online, and nobody else has beaten it, I think. Or maybe this one other people have, but... Alright, so without further ado, because I don't think anybody's would get pissed off about me sharing this video.
Nobody tell me.
Yeah.
Look at those timed jumps, guys. He's not stopping. Oh, what?
Look at that! That's insane!
And then look at this little... He's got to get the spacing of this right. I'm assuming that's what he's doing. He's fixing the spacing of it.
Yeah.
You have to actually know what the spacing's going to be. And then you got to start him at different...
What? What does that even... And he has to take the ricochet into account.
And then you got to use your little invincibility for just a quick second.
Yeah, and then throw the stairs at the guy.
Oh, my lord.
I feel like we're like game announcers. Oh my god, he's about to do it!
Shoutcasting with Super Mario.
Yeah, but like here he's timing this because you have to,
spit the thing out, grab the POW, throw the thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
So he's
timing it.
dancing around. Oh, he threw it through the.
Wow.
All right.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Super ridiculous.
And he has so many more. And what's funny is if you try these levels and if you're good at his levels, if you can beat his levels, stream it, because if you can stream his levels and you beat it, you will have 8,000 people watching you tonight even. Like,
so here's another one I think.
He has a lot.
Skip to the successful.
He just makes them. He just makes them like over and over. He makes so many difficult. He has a ton of them.
But he can do it.
Yep. Look at that throw. But yeah, I saw a guy. I think his Twitch stream was Trihex, Trihex. Maybe 2 X's. Can't remember. But his name is Trihex, and he had 8,000 people. He had 8,000 people watching him do Panga's levels.
That's nuts.
And he was failing. He was failing for hours. He must have played this one level.
Managed
like
it.
200, 300, 400, like just kept going. And the viewers never left. They're like, come on, you got it. This time you got it. This time you got it.
Aw, being super positive. Look at that. That's insane. Wow. And the fact that you have to actually time the release.
Blows up. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Insane, guys.
Totally crazy.
So if you're good at Mario Maker and you want to get big on Twitch, play this guy's levels.
This is a good way to do it. Huh? Yeah. So have you been enjoying Mario Maker then?
Mario Maker's a lot of fun. It's basically an infinite game. Like the game will never end because
there's just so much content.
There's so much content. There's
like Little Big Planet, really.
There's constantly going to be people putting out new levels into many years, even like past the new console coming out. Like people are just going to be still like, oh, I got Mario Maker, I'm going to go make a new level. It'll die down, but it's just a lot of content coming out for it. So there's a lot of challenge, and it's fun to kind of relearn the mechanic, because Mario has a very specific kind of mechanic, and like the jumping has a pattern, the grabbing, the ducking, everything has a pattern, and once you get the feel of it, then you start getting better and better and better.
Yeah, and like each game is slightly different too. And Mario Maker lets you make games.
All of them.
Yeah, it's 1-3 world New Super Mario Brothers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they have 2, do they?
Sunshine, they call it. It's like the Sunshine Mario is like the newer Mario. That's what they called it.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it in an article. Quote unquote Sunshine Mario.
That's confusing because Mario Sunshine is not a game that you can make levels for in there.
Right, but they call it the Mario Sunshine Mario. It's
weird.
So weird.
All right.
Yeah.
But part of me wants to go Kappa. Yeah, I'm going Kappa.
Kappa because it's so hard.
Just because
I think it's good. Good. Yeah. The challenge, like this guy brings a challenge. He's not, he's not afraid to make something that no one can complete. Except him. Like,
Well, I think
it's
it
a
is
pride
really
thing for him too, probably.
Yeah, it's great for community too. That
Yeah.
like this is all out there and like that there are challenges that people can work at for so
Mario 2.8.
long. Just Mario 2.8. Yeah,
2.8 HD.
That's what they could call that's what they should call the original Mario 2, because in Japan Mario 2 is a different game than it is here.
And no one liked Super Mario 2.
Yeah, the American version.
Yeah,
it was a totally different series.
It
was some other game that came out in Japan that they changed the pixels of the characters and released as Mario 2 here.
It's bad.
It's all right. It's just different.
It's
I don't
different.
like it as much.
I don't like it. Yeah, it's
bad. Going bad on. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, all right. I say this is good just because he's challenging the community. And people have that many people rally around so many failures, like into what they literally sat through 300 failures of the exact same level, and it's just like to see them sit there and like cheer this guy on, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Brando says Doki Doki Panic. That's right. Yes,
Doki Doki
that's
Panic?
the name of the game that became Mario 2 here. Totally different game. And
so what was there a real Super Mario?
Yeah.
2?
Have you?
So Doki Doki Panic got re-art over to Mario.
Yeah. So here's what happened.
And the real Super Mario 2.
Yeah. So Mario 1 was huge everywhere.
Yeah.
Then Mario 2 was created for Japan.
Mm-hmm.
They decided it was too difficult for Americans.
I want to play it now.
Yeah, it's changed, right?
How do I get my hand on this? Mike, do you have it in your
you might have actually played it before and not even known, because did you ever have that or play that collection on the Super Nintendo, which was Super Mario 1, 2, 3, sometimes World, and Lost Levels?
Maybe.
Lost Levels is Mario 2, the original Japanese game.
Okay. It's kind of ringing a bell. Like the cartridge itself is ringing a bell. The design that they had on for that, but I can't think of actually playing it.
Yeah.
And
I have an emulator.
I remember Lost Worlds too. I remember that particular term.
Here, I could. We should bring this on the way there. Like, I've got my NVIDIA Shield,
nice.
which I have a full SNES emulator on with every Super Nintendo game ever made.
Definitely check it out. There you go.
I don't legally. I totally don't have that on this thing I just showed you.
Way too hard. It really is. So he said it really is really hard.
Yeah, it's a super hard game.
Huh.
But it is out there for people to play.
Okay.
And I like everybody was saying that or putting that info in right as we were talking about it.
Yep.
But
nailed it.
Yeah, Reba says there's no hope for me beating it. I've never finished it either.
Yeah.
It's a really hard game.
Mike, about the mustache, I actually read. Yeah, they couldn't get it to look good, but I also read like the creator.
Yeah.
He did an interview and he said that it was basically to kind of just keep separation between the nose and the mouth, so it didn't just look like this slope and then nothing.
It's both. That's basically it looked weird because it was just like a space, and they did that
and it just didn't look.
And part of it's just character. Like once you do that, with pixel art, especially 8-bit pixel art,
it's so easy to make.
Like every single dot. Mm-hmm. Well, and every single dot is like a really significant part of how you're getting character across. Right. So like that's just a way to make him distinct, as opposed to just like every other little stick guy in every game. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so basically, the way I read it was that to keep separation between the nose and the mouth and give it distinction, and so it's a solid color. That's why they also eventually gave him white gloves, so that when he jumped, you could see his hands more defined. Yeah, so there's just kind of gradual like artistic tweaks. Like contrast is so important.
Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, and they were kind of, like you said, constrained to the time and the pixels, the 8-bit or whatever. So you had to do what you gotta do. Pixel art's like its own thing. It's really hard, and like it's disappearing as an art form. There are people who are really, really good at it, and they can't actually get jobs anymore because even in the games, they're like side scrollers and would have been pixel games. Like maybe the indie market's picked it up a bit, but like bigger budget ones, it's actually cheaper to just do like hand drawn or like sprites or like That's crazy. Or 3D, yeah. I've seen some streamers on the creative tab. They'll do pixel art, but it's like the bigger thing where they're putting in these like beads almost. I don't know what you call it. It's like they have like this pixel gun type of thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and they make these little beaded art, pixel art type stuff, and it's pretty cool. Samson just started rubbing himself against her carpet, and it was funny. Anyway, that's it for Good Bad Kappa this week. All right. Just had a few things. If there's anything anybody wants to bring up, for chat, we can. Feel free. If you guys have any questions about TwitchCon or like suggestions, or maybe there's somebody at TwitchCon that you want us to try and connect with or talk to, or any ideas you have for TwitchCon or you would like to see. I think the live tweeting was something. Live tweeting is a good idea. It's definitely something we should do. We'll try to stream in some form and medium, whether it's Periscope or from Ross's laptop in the hotel. Something. We'll try to do something.
Yeah. Try to be active in some way, whatever we can do.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot going on, though, so bear with us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long weekend.
So let's see. We'll do some of this or talk to Chad a bit, and then we've got a giveaway after that. Mm-hmm. We will be giving away Burnout Paradise. Oh, go ahead and pull that up while we're all waiting.
We should tweet it, too.
Yeah.
Giveaway. Come to our thing.
I could do that in a sec.
Come to our channel and be shallow. And leave as soon as you don't win.
but come back sometime.
Yeah.
Okay, it's right here. So.
Okay, cool.
All right, got that. I will. Sure. Let's tweet it.
Tweet or deet. Tweet.
Let me pull this over here for a sec. I'm doing all of this in real time, you guys. So yeah, you just gotta. But I mean, I even watch sometimes I'll see Colin and Greg, and they're also just like, all right, I'm tweeting something out right now. You just have to do it.
They almost never look at the camera.
Yeah.
Greg's always over here on this monitor, browsing tweets, browsing articles, and the Colin's all over here on this monitor, doing stuff. And occasionally Greg will switch something else.
Yeah. I think it depends on your show and depends on how much of an audience you have too, right? Because so with our audience, it's kind of nice sometimes where we're talking with chat to just engage them right away. Mm-hmm. But when I'm talking with you, usually I'm looking over here. When I'm looking at something like this, I'm looking over there.
Yeah.
It's not actually hard for people to look at, I guess.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if anybody's saying... Oh, the chat's right there.
Chat's right here.
Only Mario 2 and 3, Mario Home. What's Mario Home?
I'm not familiar with that one. And Micah doesn't know either. So
maybe it's some random thing like Dr. Mario was, something like that. Like some random off-split game or something.
Yeah, or that... do you ever see or play that Mario's missing?
No.
It's an educational game where you play as Luigi and look for... You have to solve math problems and stuff to find Mario. It's super lame.
Super lame. Click, clickety, click, click, clack, clack.
The keyboard is actually closer to my mic than we are, so you get that. It's even better when we
need some
type.
foam under that keyboard.
I know. Well, it's not even... Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Deal with it. We don't type that much, though.
It's probably a little louder than it normally is. I normally have the mic further up, but since we're all wide and there are two of us, otherwise, if I move it, you get a mic right in the frame. So, nothing yet on what people would like to see or hear.
Yeah, I don't think they want to see or hear anything.
No, just a boring week.
They don't want us to go to TwitchCon. They're like, just sell your tickets, stay home, save money, you'll be good.
Nothing matters.
Yeah. Don't try ever.
Oh, and I guess I don't have the giveaway thing. I need to get that. Is that a Twitch tool thing?
Oh, it was a Twitch tool
thing.
It's a plugin though, I think. Just space Twitch giveaway. It's a Google Chrome app.
Oh, it's a Chrome app.
Yeah.
Well, this will be extra.
There you go. Easy peasy. You might have to refresh the chat window.
Probably.
But it's easy peasy.
Very much in real time, you guys. This is added to Chrome.
Yahtzee.
All right.
If you just refresh our home our site page, it should show up on the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe on here.
You also need to get better Twitch. Oh, you have better Twitch TV, I think.
Yeah. Sell apps on stream. Yeah, it's exciting, guys.
Yeah, nailed it.
All right, Twitch
Mario
giveaways.
Home was just an alternate home page for the startup stream. Okay. So it was like a tease almost. You thought you were getting a whole other game, and it was just a screen. Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay. Twitch giveaways. So
they're not gonna be able to see it this time. But
that's okay. They don't need to. So I can just put in whoever I want, right? Just
you can do a keyword, and then as soon as you type in a keyword, it'll clear the list, and they have to type in the keyword.
Okay. Well, right now the list looks.
Right. That's pretty much everybody here.
Let me see. Let me see who else here. Yeah, so we already got Brando, Lucid, Maiko, and Mac. Reba and I Reba. We shouldn't be able to win stuff.
Yeah.
Brando says beatbox more.
Beatbox more? Was I beatboxing?
I'm not. I think that's just a recommendation for how the show should go.
Oh, beatbox more.
We should beatbox
that's a tip.
more.
Okay.
Good thought. Good thought. I need to work on that.
Intro. We should do a beatbox intro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the unknown host. Something like that.
I would not one of my major skills.
Yeah.
Not Not gonna do that.
There's always time to learn new skills. Learn new
But I
traits.
appreciate the suggestions.
Yeah. Yes, please.
So
we could totally get like Nuri to do like a beatbox intro.
Oh yeah, I guess he kind of
Yeah, like
you
a
can
recorded beatbox intro that we could just use.
I'll just call him up like, damn it,
yeah,
do this
this
now.
Nothing.
Whatever you're doing,
is
stop.
Not important. Yeah.
We need a beatbox for next week.
Immediate. All right.
All right.
We'll get on that.
So we've got.
Good suggestion though. I like it.
It is a good. We need more music. We were just talking about this the other day. Yeah. More music would be good. Maybe not like while we're talking over stuff, but intros.
Reba knows. Nuri would totally do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
The old, yeah. Or I never come back. Wow,
so
ultimatums about the beatboxing now. This is intense.
All right, now just hit the green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
there you go.
I'll stop. Sorry, Reba, I'm not gonna. I feel bad giving you the game that we already own.
I mean, it's fair. Right? It's like, what is that? Like the fine print on any kind of contest. It's like
you can't know.
Like family members, like family members and employees cannot win.
Yeah.
Just how it goes. That's the way of the world.
All right, guys, I'm gonna roll.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Brando,
you're the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and send this to you then.
Brando Calrissian wins a copy of Burnout Paradise. What year did that come out?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up.
How many Burnouts have there been since?
None, actually.
None?
It was the last Burnout
Wow.
game. They got hired by EA to do Need for Speed for a couple years. Released.
The team? Like
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Criterion,
right.
I think. And they released 2 great Burnout, or not Burnout, Need for Speed games.
Okay.
And then, I don't know. Now EA is making less interesting ones, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh. Here, I'm just gonna... Normally I've been sending out giveaway URLs, but this time I'm just giving you a key, alright?
Straight to the meat and potatoes, so to speak.
Yep. No middleman,
Yeah.
I'm just sending it to you.
Congratulations!
Enjoy!
Enjoy!
We're reading what we're
Don't
sending.
read the code.
Okay. Yeah, I won't do that. Although I think our viewers would be pretty cool
What are they
about
saying?
I know, we gotta jump back.
Congrats,
Gotta jump back.
Congrats, sweet. What did I win though?
Car game.
Yeah, you won a car game.
It's an open world racing game.
Yeah.
It's
coast to coast type of idea.
Yeah, it's really big. You can go anywhere. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise.
It's a good
racing game. Yeah. We sent you the code. If you're not a fan of racing games, maybe you can give it to a friend.
Yeah, like if you really are just like, I'm never gonna play this, feel free to pass it on.
Pass it on, give it away at another stream, do what you gotta do, man.
Yep.
It's your code.
Just
to
a
have.
code. The code can be.
You can just look at the code, laugh at it, and delete it if you wanted to.
And this is the ultimate box too, so it has like all the DLC and stuff.
There you go.
But the game came out in 2008, so it's like 7 years old now.
It's a little old, yeah.
Yeah, it's been around a little while.
Might not be much multiplayer action going on.
Yeah, I don't know how well they support it these days. I tried to like check in before, because but it's still a $20 value on Steam.
Oh yeah.
So, pretty good deal. You could probably sell it to someone.
Yeah, there you go.
And we won't care too much if you do that.
There you go.
Mm.
It's a fun guy. Oh, he says okay, awesome. There you go. He'll like it.
Yeah. If you...
What are there some kind of cool game modes like other than just a race? Isn't there like
there's a
like
lot.
Wasn't there like a crash mode?
Burnout's it's really big into those. So like there are modes or like events where you're just trying to wreck your car as much.
Yeah, cause as much damage as you can.
Jumping off things and breaking billboards and stuff. Like there's a lot to do.
Kind of fun mini games, so to speak. Yeah.
Makes us sell it for TwitchCon tickets.
There you go.
It would get you maybe
a quarter of the way.
yeah, third of
especially
the
now,
Saturday
people are
price.
probably upselling them.
Yeah, it's probably. Although you can get 1 day tickets.
True.
It'll work, but then you fly out or drive out for 1 day, and it's not really worth it.
Yeah. I'm going for the full experience. Even on Thursday night and Sunday, I'm trying to connect with people in the go between.
Yeah.
The coming and going. It's gonna be fun, guys.
Yeah,
Looking
I think
forward
it's gonna be
to
really cool. Like the way I played GTA 4 on the moped. Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Wreck as
like the
hard
way
as you
everyone
can.
plays GTA 4 on the moped.
I saw Green Man Gaming had that for like $38 this week.
Really?
Considered picking up, but
GTA 4?
Yeah, GTA 4
Huh.
or not 4,
4.
5.
5. He
GTA
said 4.
5. Yeah, GTA 4 did
the
that.
new one. Okay.
Moped stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Anything else we had on the show this week? I think pretty much that does it. We've got our plugs.
Think. Like my mind is on this convention. My mind is like who am I gonna meet, what's gonna happen, what's it gonna be like.
Preoccupied.
Yeah, I can't focus, man.
All right, well, while you can't focus, I'm going to have you plug stuff, so go. And it's going to be a random box or it's a black screen
Just
because I...
Capture the cam again. Real quick.
Oh, the whole OBS thing just freaked out. Okay. Whatever.
Just capture the cam.
Let's just go back.
We'll just go back.
I don't want to mess with that.
On that screen, you guys saw my links, twitch.tv/Kniff. I obviously won't be streaming this week because I'll be at TwitchCon, but I did some streaming before I left. You can watch some of the VODs. I haven't been as good on my highlighting practices as I was when I started. I did a lot of DayZ highlights in the beginning. I need to get back on the highlight train.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, you know. You get done with a 6-hour stream and then you're like, man, I'm exhausted.
I don't want to comb through hours and hours of a stream to find
a
what
good
was
highlight.
good.
Yeah, exactly. I know a lot of people will use a timestamp program, and if they're like something good happened, they'll just click a button and it'll save that timestamp.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah. So.
I would just like write on a notepad like funny thing this many hours.
Yeah, real quick. But yeah, other than that, follow me on Twitter @Kniff. I'll be tweeting from TwitchCon. I'll be taking some photos and stuff, and I don't know. It'll be fun. We're gonna try to get some interviews with some streamers and kind of see where that goes as far as maybe a series for our Unknown Host YouTube channel.
Yeah. Try to get some footage for weeks to come.
Yeah, so we can kind of run those out as we go and get some funny questions, some informational questions, because that's what TwitchCon is all about, is information, trying to learn and get better at what we do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brandon says I'd use a timestamp thing to timestamp all the bits to delete. Yeah.
Don't let anyone see this ever. Timestamp.
Go away. Hide it. Sweep it under the rugs.
Day 2 of TwitchCon will be the best. Hangover City. Yeah.
No kidding. So here's a black screen of mine. That's some of my info, but I'm going to put it in chat anyway. So you can follow me on Twitter personally at Ross S. Miller, on YouTube at Ross Miller Medium Mashup, on Twitch at Ross S. Miller, and Steam at Ross S. Miller. So plenty of ways to follow. Yeah, for me personally, it's consistent. Then I've got my website. For those of you who don't know, I do a lot of game, movie, TV criticism on there. I have podcasts I do every week. One with my fiance, Reba, who's been in chat with all of you.
Hi, Reba.
And another one with my friend Jason, who I'm thinking I'm going to get involved a little bit more on streaming soon.
We should.
Yeah, I think he'd be really fun.
He is.
And but yeah, two good podcasts. You can check those out at Medium Mashup. You can also follow Medium Mashup on Twitter at Medium Mashup, appropriately enough, and on Facebook at Medium Mashup. So those are those links on chat. You got them before,
just
I'm sure.
Mount a GoPro and just walk around asking people questions. That's basically the gist of it. We might have
actually have like a serious cam.
Yeah, we might have somebody on cam with a mic, kind of doing the back and forth of a
We're gonna look like
interview.
We're gonna look more professional than we are. Maybe.
What are you wearing? I don't have anything to wear.
I
brought t-shirts.
I brought a. So I packed. All right, before I even, I'll do this real quick.
All right.
This is all our Unknown Host stuff.
Yes.
You're already watching this, but
watch us again.
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter at Unknown Hosts, on Facebook at. Well, we don't really do much on Facebook. We have a page, but we haven't updated that much. We have past episodes on YouTube though, so if you click that link, that'll be our channel. We have a new reel up, which is pretty sweet.
Guys, check out the intro reel. Ross did a really good job on it. He put some time into it, combing through hours of footage, looking for good and good topics and stuff like that. So it really puts us on display. We're going to be showing it to people at TwitchCon, hopefully getting some not recognition, but
at least something
out there.
Something out there, so like people don't have to watch for hours to see what we're about.
Good. Yeah,
figure it out.
But yeah, go ahead and watch that. Like us, do the thing.
But yeah, you mentioned clothes.
Things.
I was packing today because I'm the same way. I'm like, how nice, casual,
right?
Because
we're all gamers. Like, how professional can you really be?
That's the thing. Like, part of me is like, I want to look nice to stand out.
Yeah.
I want to like be semi-professional, but I'm like, right? Like, I want to be one of those guys everyone looks at and are like, what a douchebag. He doesn't get it. He's just in it.
You're wearing your bow tie over here.
Like I figured like this is probably close to what I'll wear.
That's
like
pretty
something
standard. You're gonna see a lot of gaming T-shirts.
That's Zelda, I packed all that
Zelda,
too.
Mario.
Like I packed my geeky. A few, like my Wheelco shirt and my my Breaking Bad Los Pollos Hermanos shirt and stuff, because like a few graphic tees, but I don't know, man.
And you're gonna see that, and then you will see like the hardcore like professionals they're working though.
Yeah,
Like, they are working. You know, the vendors, the developers, some people like that. They may be doing a panel. They may dress up a little nicer, but I don't think the parties is where you'll see the most dressed up.
Yeah.
You go to the Twitch parties or any of the after parties. I think Monster Cat's having a party. Twitch is having a party. The Warhammer people that make World of Tanks and those games, they're having a party. There's all these people that are having parties. That's where you're gonna see people like, you know, ties, maybe suited up. Some of the
I'm not bringing like a suit or anything. With like the dressiest I'm bringing is like khakis and like a blue kind of
button up thing.
Yeah. It's
I have a yellow tuxedo that I thought about bringing, but if it weren't for packing restrictions on the size of my bag, I totally would have brought a yellow tuxedo, but I didn't bring it. It would have looked awesome.
Oh yeah. If you go casual but like or not casual but formal but like way over the top, like, then it becomes cool again.
Yeah, they're like, that guy's wearing a yellow tux and a black top hat. Awesome.
I've got my gray suit and like a white pinstripe shirt with like a bright red tie and then like this like gray hat that looks like it ends up looking like a Depression era or like 20s like gangster suit. Right. It's sweet, but
nice. Okay. You should be sorry. How dare you give me a free game?
I know. It thought it was spam because it was just like, here you go, and then a code. But
that's funny.
Let's see. Michael says, if you speak to any Twitch admins, see if there are any plans at TwitchCons in the city other than San Francisco, please.
That would be good to know.
Yeah, I doubt they have plans right now, just because like this is the first time they've done any convention. On this one.
I would imagine if they did one next year, it'll be at San Francisco again. And
San Francisco is just kind of a gaming hub.
Well, it's easy for them because Twitch is there. But after that, I feel like, you know, because if let's say TwitchCon is big this year, and then next year it grows again, I could see them having like 2 conventions of their own, you know, like a biannual type of thing. Maybe one in San Francisco, one in Boston or something.
What I would guess would be more likely to happen than anything is like some of the biggest gamers or like biggest Twitch streamers get together and like do their own like kind of like how PAX works in the game industry. You only have like one E3 and then you've got like Tokyo Game Show, so you have like those regional national things, and then you've got like these littler conventions like by people who like are kind of fans or like people who are part of a community rather than like the distribution method itself.
True.
But
Mike, Chicago would be great for me as well. I'm Midwest, but to be honest with you, I don't ever see any gaming big name convention ever going to Chicago. There's just nothing there for it, and the weather's not great, and I just don't see it happening.
San Francisco is as big a hub for games as like LA is for film. Like just so many studios are based out of there that you like that's the place that if you're gonna have one convention, you want to have it. Yeah. It's just expensive for people.
Brando says they should have it by his house. Because, you know, that would make sense.
Yeah, that would be awesome. They should have it at your house.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to get out of bed.
There you go. Just watch the highlight. It looks great. Thanks, Mac. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I really appreciate the feedback. I hope people like it.
It was good.
Yeah.
And you made the audio all sound good.
I tried. Like, there are parts where I'm like, all right, I don't know. But I did what I could with the audio that we had on the feed.
Yeah.
So,
true. That's the thing is, like, I feel like our video and audio almost every week is, like, slightly different.
Yeah, it's
like
tough.
Levels,
it's because of Skype. Like, Skype is never consistent on any of that.
I am hunting down JP at the convention and being like, what do you use? Your new program.
What does it cost
you? Your secret,
And, that's what I want. But
yeah, all right.
This says us on YouTube. Yeah, if you go to YouTube,
it's like our premiere. What do you call it?
Yeah, it's the channel trailer.
Is that what
so if you if you go there and you're not a subscriber yet, it'll actually be the first thing you see. And if you are a subscriber, you can find our videos. So it should be easy.
Cool.
Brando, audio and video has been pretty great this episode. Thank you.
We are in the same location, so we're feeding off the same.
This is way easier for us because we're just using this one mic right here. And
Yep.
Well, that might be it for this week.
Brandon, do you have a large yard? See you. Brando, do you have a large yard? See you next year. Reading folded jokes. We're having it in his backyard.
You should just have a cookout and talk about games.
There you go. But yeah, I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, I think that's probably about it for this week.
Yeah. Be sure to follow us. We'll be tweeting.
Yeah. Like those of you who don't follow us already, make sure to do it. Like I think this was pretty much regulars for the most part. Or people who have been on the show or seen the show before. But follow us. Tell your friends, whatever, if you enjoy it.
You should show them these.
Oh yeah, they're not in. Oh yeah, the business cards, of course.
Lucid made us these cool business cards. I still gotta mail him his, but
I don't know how well some of these.
Yeah,
are
it might
show
not
up
show up on cam.
They're
all
pretty
that great.
dark. Oh, actually, it shows up all right. But
trying to get the angle for the lighting there.
Yeah, we got our unknown hosts.
Unknown hosts on the back, and then
that's
my
Nifs.
Knif on the front there. Focus.
You can't really read it, but that's
Focus.
okay.
Yeah.
That's where our plugs are. Then yeah, you made one for me with Medium Mashup. That's my Medium Mashup logo, if you haven't seen that. And then a bunch of other info on the left that you can't actually read on cam, but I just shared with you, so you've all got it.
And then Lucid, do you want me to show yours, or do you want to wait? I can send them to you, and then you can like show them on your stream, or I could just show you one right now. Your call, brother.
Yeah.
Delay.
Yeah, I know. We can't help it. My work, it's a lot. No, it was really good work. They look really nice, and I'm happy to have a bunch of them, so I can start leaving them around town.
Yeah, just like handing them out.
I'm just gonna
show me a peek.
Drop them in restaurants.
You want a little peek? Show me a peek. All right. The thing about yours was the background that you used had all those like diagonal lines, and all those diagonal lines were so close together that the printer just did not handle it at all. Like the printer was just like, nope.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, so we ended up kind of tweaking it, turning it into more of like a solid background, and expanding the what do you call that? Like the sun shadow, like the white.
Yeah, kind of like a
White,
starburst.
yeah, it's not a starburst,
not really,
but sort
though.
of. Yeah, it's kind of like just like a white spotlight almost. But yeah, so there's the digital one that you made is really amazing, and it works for digital. But the lines were just too close for a printer. So this is more of like a solid background. But with
it actually looks good.
It looks really good. Yeah. It looks really good. It's kind of blurry on camera, but there we go. It looks solid, man. I will definitely mail you these, and I will mail you one of each of ours too, so you can have those. But yeah, that was Lucid, guys. If you guys need graphics, or somebody, a streamer, or somebody that's trying to get graphics, follow Lucid and talk to Lucid, because he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
He's doing a lot of work. A lot of people asking.
They look good, but I feel they would benefit from silhouette beards in the future, man. We'll definitely work the beards. We need to get the beards onto the logo.
The
logo doesn't.
The logo does have beard, or I have beard.
You do. You're the only one.
Yeah,
that
I
had
was
that
the only
logo.
one that.
When we got that logo made, he was the only one that had a small beard. So we'll do it. I'm doing it. Lucid's doing it. All right, good.
The beard logo.
Good luck with that, man. All right, we're gonna say goodbye, I think.
Yeah. Thanks again, all you who stopped by. It's awesome to have you guys here pretty much like
Regular,
most weeks.
yeah.
You guys are
Loving it.
really regular, and that's great. We're going to hopefully get a few people at TwitchCon paying attention to our stuff. That would be really cool.
Yeah, hopefully maybe next Wednesday you'll see, 5 more viewers for that we got at TwitchCon.
Yes!
I'm pretty sure they guarantee it. Like on the back of the pass, I was like, it says on there somewhere, if you come to TwitchCon, you will gain 5 more viewers. At least. It's a guarantee.
Blowing up.
All right.